Good morning, everyone. How is everyone doing this morning? I hope that your guys' morning is off to a wonderful, fantastic start. If this is your first time here, hi, my name is Carrington. Not your first time here, hi, welcome back. If you enjoy any and all things makeup related, definitely go ahead, hit that subscribe button, and let's get into the video. So my friend Joanne here on YouTube sent me a list of questions. It was like the content creator tag. I don't know who started it, and honestly, I have not seen other people do this. So if you guys know who started it, please let me know that down below in the comments. I have no idea. But basically it was like 17 questions about like your experience or things like that being a content creator here on YouTube. So there are 17 questions total. I'm going to go through all 17 questions, answer them just like in the way that I think. So if you guys are excited to see what the questions are and what my answers are, then definitely keep on watching. All right, question number 1. How do you feel about the term influencer, and do you consider yourself one? You know, I don't really feel like I have like I'm for or against the term influencer. I honestly kind of think that I feel like that is a personal thing, whether you want to be considered a beauty influencer or not. You know, I do think the term influencer, it's basically, the definition of that is to influence people to do something. And for content creators, you are influencing people on makeup, maybe to purchase, maybe to not purchase, things like maybe wait to get on a sale, just like things like that. And you're going to find people that that are really going to trust your reviews and your opinions, and they're going to stick and have you influence them in the way. And so I feel like if you feel like that's something that you're really doing is really influencing people and you're okay with that, then that's fine. I think that's just like a very personal term, and I don't think that it's necessarily good or bad. I think it's just personal what you think you are. As for me, I don't really feel like I'm an influencer. I do talk to you guys about makeup. I'm not a makeup artist or anything like that. I do talk about things that I don't like and things that I do like. If you guys have similar matches to me, similar interests, and you buy the things and you enjoy them, I love that. I honestly just love just coming on camera, being able to talk about makeup, because honestly, the amount of makeup that I buy, and I know you guys are it's a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot of makeup that I buy, and so I just just being able just to come on here and just talking to you guys and just talking to you guys about makeup and products. So for me, I don't really feel like I'm an influencer. I don't think I'll ever really be an influencer. I feel like I'm just Carrington, not a makeup artist, just coming on here just to talk to you guys and share things. So for me, influencer isn't a term I would use. I would definitely use content creator. But I feel like if other people would like to consider themselves influencer, then that's fine. That's their prerogative, and I don't have an issue with that. How did you decide to become a content creator? So I had talked about this for a very long time. At work, at one of my jobs, I talked about it all the time. I was buying makeup all the time. All my friends there knew I was buying makeup all the time, saw the amount of makeup that I was buying. If I ever went through my collection, I wanted to get rid of things, I would give it to them, things like that. And I just always talked about how cool it would be to have a YouTube channel. But I was always just too scared to just really bite the bullet. And I think what finally made me bite the bullet was when that stupid Becca Zero Pigment Foundation came out. I was first of all, just the whole thought of that, I was what? But okay. So then I was just kind of sitting there thinking some people, most people said that they hated it, and I was yeah, I can get on board with that. This is not a good product. But there were just some very much higher up influencers that were I got this in PR, let's try this out. And then they were oh my gosh, look, my skin looks so great, this is such a great product. And I'm literally sitting here are we not seeing the same thing? Because first and foremost, I'm seeing you in front of box lights, filters on your camera, things like that. So you're probably definitely going to be able to see more of your skin, but your before and after, there is no difference. Not a one. Not a single thing. And to tell people to go out and spend their $30 on this, I was just okay, no. I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna start my YouTube channel. This could be a flop. It could be awful. It did start out really awful. Yeah, it was bad. But now here I am, just trekking along. And so that's what really got me to be a content creator, was that I love talking about makeup. I've been wanting to do this for a really long time, but finally just hearing like bigger influencers that are getting PR lie about products and them being good. I don't know like what their prerogative, like if it was a, undisclosed sponsorship, or if it was a, like I'm trying to stay on their PR list. I don't want to be kicked off. I don't know, but that left a bad taste in my mouth, truthfully. And so then I was like, I'm going to just create a channel, and I'm going to be brutally honest. I will probably never make it on anyone's PR list, and that's okay, because I'm going to just be completely honest. I'm going to purchase it anyways. So if you send it to me in PR, great. If not, great. But I will be honest. I don't need to be on a PR list. So, yeah. Number 3, what's your experience with other content creators, good or bad? So I've actually made friends on this platform with other content creators. One being Joanne. She is my absolute ride or die best friend. I love her so much. So I met her. We've met in person. I need to go and visit her. Like, I need to get my life together and go and visit her. Like, that's what I need to do. I need to get my life together and go and visit her. But it just feels like every time I turn around, like the money that like I've saved so I can make sure I can go, it's like now Zach's vehicle has to go to the shop. My brakes went out. My windshield was cracked. Like, now it's time for the dogs to go get their yearly shots and to go get everything that they need. So that's always expensive, especially with 3 dogs. Like, it's a lot. But literally, I absolutely love her, ride or die. There was Lisa here on YouTube. She recently passed away. She was such like a light to the community. If you've never, watched her or talked to her or anything like that, you probably won't know, but she just was so positive and just wanted everybody to grow and everybody to be successful on this platform. And she strived to not only just like build up her channel, but she always included other people on her channel. She always did collabs to help people grow. She was just like a really good person. I really do miss her. There was a time I thought I was going to quit YouTube, and she is the one who talked me into staying. I miss her. So those are probably some of the couple of like positive experiences that I have. The one thing that kind of probably leaves a really bad taste in my mouth is just like smaller influencers as a whole. And here's what I mean. I feel like smaller influencers are so busy trying to like build themselves up that they don't care about like the other creators that are smaller as well. Yeah, I just feel like I've joined like groups, where like we just like, toss around like YouTube ideas, and we like, do collabs or something like that. And like the whole point of the group is like we just like watch each other's videos and we like support each other's videos. But the thing is like they're so busy like working on like getting their subscribers that they don't watch anybody else's videos. And it's just odd to me because this platform is so big and there's so many people that honestly we all could easily be successful if we all just like took the time out to like subscribe and to subscribe and to just watch like 1 or 2 videos if there's a week. And I tried to do that for a lot of people. I tried to be very just like open and inclusive of everybody, because I think that like we can all make this and all be successful. So that to me is just kind of weird. I just feel like smaller influencers are just so focused on them and their channel. I would get it if like you were a family man, dad, and you are wanting to watch like family vlogs and like figure out places to like take your kids on vacation. You're probably not going to want to watch makeup content. I get that. But if you're like another like makeup channel, I don't get why we all can't support like each other in the beauty community. So that's just kind of like my experiences with like other creators, like people that I know that I've talked to that will be like, oh, here's my video, come like, come subscribe. but like won't do the same for anybody else. And it's just like, come on, this platform is big enough. We could totally support each other. But anyways, off my soapbox now. Do you do sponsorships and how do you feel about them? Okay, I don't do sponsorships just because I haven't ever been offered sponsorships. How do I feel about them? Here's kind of my standpoint on this. I think that like if you have genuinely like talked about this brand or their products, like listen, if I ever got a sponsorship from Give Me Glow, I would take that in a heartbeat. But I also sit here and like rave about Give Me Glow all the time. So I feel like that would be a sponsorship I would be okay with. And I would also want to like openly disclose like, hey, this is a partnership with such and such. I love using their products. And I would link other videos where I'm using their products and raving about them. I think what kind of like throws me off is one, when people don't disclose their sponsorship and then like rave about products. Or they do have a sponsorship and it's either stuff that like they've never talked about before, or their products that they do like their declutter series and like they declutter it because they don't like it, but then they come back with a sponsorship and the sponsorship sends them these products being like, we want you to try these out, and now they're saying, oh my gosh, this is so great. And it's like you literally just decluttered it because you hated it. Like you didn't just stand behind this brand. You never really talked about this brand before. I feel like that kind of makes me feel like it just feels like disingenuous. And maybe it's just because like where I'm coming from on my channel, where I'm coming from is I really want to be genuine. I want to be thoughtful with what I'm like telling you guys. So I want to make sure that like if I'm recommending something to you guys, it's because I wholeheartedly stand behind it. If I'm not recommending something, it's because it really just did not work out for me. So if I'm going to do a sponsorship, it needs to be with a company that I know and trust. And it's also going to be one where I have used those products and I have raved about them in the past, or, other products from the brand. And I would want to be able to link videos down below showing where I have like raved about these products. So for me, that's just kind of like a big deal. I think everybody's different on the sponsorship train. Some people love sponsorships, but for me, I just want the sponsorships to be very genuine. I don't care for like disingenuous sponsorships. Bad experience with a brand that left a bad taste in your mouth. I actually really haven't worked with a lot of brands. I will say like on Instagram, I had posted when I had got Baby Daisy and Baby Duke as widow babies, the widow angels. And I had posted them, a few times here and there on my Instagram. And I had this dog company reach out. Like they made like these really cute like dog collars, and they are really cute. Like I'm not going to lie, they're like $40 though for these dog collars. So I'm like, I can get like $16 ones that are pretty good. So that don't have cute designs, but like that's okay. I don't really feel like my dog needs like the most cute of designs because they're disgusting. They get stuff everywhere. So they like reached out to me and they're like, your dogs are super cute. Would you want to collab or be like a brand ambassador for us? And I was like, yeah, sure. Like, what does that entail? And so they reached out. Basically, I would have to buy product from them. They would give me a 20% discount. And then whatever I shared, whatever they shared, my pictures or whatever, that would be like, I would get more followers. And I was like, no, we could do like you send me the products for free. I share pictures, things like that. I was like, or I could purchase the products and, take the pictures and then you pay me money. They were not open to any of those. So I was like, okay, well, this is probably not going to be a good connection with us. So no, thank you. And then like a few months later, when I posted Tommy, they reached out again. And I was like, no, like stop reaching out to me unless you're willing to agree with these terms. So they then blocked me from Instagram. So that probably did leave a bad taste in my mouth, but I've never actually like worked with them, and I would never work with them. And I can't even remember like what the name is. It was just something with like leashes and collars. I don't know. Can't remember, but I would never work with them again. How do you deal with negative comments? For the most part, I just kind of ignore them. Like it doesn't, like, okay, I don't know why you have to say negative things. Um, and here's the thing, like, I know that, like, just like in general, like, there are people out there that just like, so like, they thrive and they enjoy bringing other people down. So, like, when they're with their friends, all they're doing is like talking smack. When they're at work, they want to know all the drama, all the tea. They're always like griping and complaining about things. And I get, like, there are people like that. I've worked with people like that, things like that. So I know that those people exist. And so I have a feeling that those are just the people that are commenting. I'm just feeling like, well, maybe that's just kind of their personality. That's what brings them joy. It's kind of a weird that that's what brings them joy, but I don't know what mental health issues they're going through. I don't know what personal issues they're going through. I don't know what childhood issues they went through that, made them become like the person that they are. So I can't really judge because I don't know them well enough. But what I do know is that I just tried for the most part to ignore them. You can basically say whatever negative things you want about me, and it's just kind of like, okay, moving on. Biggest pet peeves on comments. I think for, like, if it's just like we're talking about my channel, I don't ever really share like my kids or my husband or really a whole lot of like my personal life, like a ton of my personal life or anything like that. And I do that for a reason. But I think, like, just for me, it's just like people just being like, just like so just like negative in the comments. And I know people are like, well, you put yourself out there, you're on the internet, this is what you signed up for. I didn't sign up for people being assholes. I didn't. And nobody else, I feel like nobody else was like, yep, I'm signing up for people being assholes. Like, and I'm okay with that. I just feel like it can be really taxing. And just at the same time, this doesn't just go for me. This is just for like anybody in general. You never know what like mental health issues they might be going through. They might be going through like a serious depression, and what you see on camera is them being really happy and go lucky. And you may not know that, like, behind closed doors, they haven't cleaned their house in 2 months. They've barely gotten out of bed. They've missed some days at work because they just can't function. They are now super, super sick because depression can really take a hit on your body and your immune system. So you just don't know, like, what is going on in their outside lives. You don't know if maybe they just lost a family member because they don't want to share that kind of personal information online. You don't know, if maybe like right now, like there's a small YouTube creator, or, they might have like 5,000 subscribers, but they're not making enough to sustain, and they just lost their job with their health insurance. And now they have to figure out what to do to try to stay alive and to stay afloat. And I just feel like nobody signs up for those negative comments, and you don't ever know what's going on in somebody's life. So just like saying mean things can really like disrupt people's like mental health. I also really hate when people like say, oh, you're way too skinny or you're way too fat. I just don't get that either. Some people like that are bigger are like the most like healthy people like I have ever, and they eat well. Like, there's some like bigger people that, I mean, they are eating like brown rice, chicken, and vegetables for meals. And they, go for a walk or a run every night, and they're still just like bigger and heavier. People just like don't know. You might have like a health condition where you can't really, it's really hard to lose weight. And that the doctors have told you that you will need, the stomach surgery, and you just may not be able to afford that, and your insurance may not cover that. So I just think that, there's things that you may not know, and then like the really skinny people, they might be eating like so much food to try to gain some weight, and they just can't. They might have a thyroid issue, hyperthyroidism, not hyper, which means their thyroid is just working and just shedding the weight. So you just don't ever know what's going on. So I just feel like negative comments are something that I hate. Just like in general for like my channel or other people. But one thing that I really can't stand is when people say bad or negative things about kids. I don't get that. I do not understand. Adults can fend for themselves. Adults can, come back at you. But we are talking about children who can't. Children are really like innocent and honestly are just trying to like navigate the world. and you being assholes as an adult to a child, I'm not seeing the connection. Like, I don't get that. These are children we are talking about. These are not adults. I don't care. You want to sit there and badmouth me all day long? I don't care. But you badmouth my children, I'll be sitting in a cop car. Like, just, you're not going to talk about my kids. And you shouldn't talk about anybody else's kids. These are kids. Okay, these are little kids who are not fully developed, who have not, who literally right now are in schools or babies that can't even talk, that are learning to navigate life and like the friendship thing, and to have adults sit there and say negative things about them, that is gross. That is disgusting. That is like the grossest thing. I cannot stand that. That has not happened in my comment sections, but again, I don't really share like my personal life, my kids or my husband, but I am the one to tell you, I cannot do any type of comments about children. Favorite part of being a content creator. I love this. So my favorite part, honestly, is like talking to you guys in the comments. Literally, I love being able to talk to you guys in the comments. People DM me. I have Carissa that will be like, girl, did you see this? And I'll be like, what? No. And I love that. I love building a connect with you. I try to respond to every single person that comments. Sometimes I may miss one. Maybe I didn't get alerted to it. So that may be the case. Sometimes they don't alert me to all comments, especially if it's like an older video. Like, I don't get those comments. But like, just like the connection that I've been able to build with you guys is incredible. I love the little community that I'm building. I love just like having that back and forth. I love being able, like, when you guys DM me about things, like, I absolutely love that. I've met some really great people. I've met Sally, I've met Carissa, I've met Dawn, I've met Joanne, I met Lisa. Like, I've met some really great people along the way in my comment section, and just being able to talk back and forth, and I love that. Do you edit your own content? And if so, do you enjoy it? I absolutely edit my own content. There's no way I'm going to pay somebody to do that. And next of all, I don't really enjoy it. I think it's just like, because like a 16-minute video that you film, it takes me at least double to 3 times the amount just to edit that. So that it'll take me either 32 or 48 minutes to edit that 16-minute clip, to like add in like where I need to, and cut where I need to, and speed things up where I need to, and go back and make sure everything was, cut out that I needed to, and stuff like that. Like, it's a long process, and it's just not one that I enjoy. What are some things, where do you draw the line at when it comes to what you're going to share on social media? So again, I'm not really sharing like my husband. I don't really share like my kids a whole lot, unless it's on like my own private personal Facebook, where I literally have everything like locked down. Like, you can't see anything from like the outside if you're not one of my friends. But then I'll probably like share like a little bit there. Like, I will share things in, because there are people that I know. It's not like I'm like, growing random people, but like in terms of like on YouTube, things like that, I probably wouldn't really share a whole lot of my kids. They did help me pick my makeup. My kids have some like disabilities, and I don't really ever talk about that. That's just some things that like I would like to keep personal. I feel like this is my beauty channel. I don't want to get them involved. I don't want to subject them to like the hate or anything like that. I just feel like this is something that like I only want to do for myself. Just so I again, the mean comments people make about kids, I don't appreciate that. And I honestly wouldn't, want to subject them to that. So I don't really add them a lot on social media. And my husband and stuff, like he's not really big on social media. He doesn't like to be in front of cameras or anything. So I just respect that. Any drama that might be going on within the household, I don't really share that on social media either. I just try to stay really positive and upbeat. So there's that. I also don't really talk a whole lot about my mental health issues that I have, things like that. Just because, again, there's just so many people that are just rude, and there's just some things that I feel like, I can maybe handle if you say I look ugly or fat or whatever. Your content's not good, like, things like that. Like, that's fine. But other things would really get to me, especially about my kids. So I just try to limit that. One thing you wish you knew before starting, and that is, this is quite a journey. Sometimes I see people that have been doing this for like 6 months and they already have 1,000 subscribers. They also do markedly different kind of different genres, or genres, different kind of content than what I do. But it's definitely just like, it's just like a slow in the works, and that it's going to take you a while to figure out what you like filming, what you don't. And once you figure out what you like filming, just go with that and the subscribers will come. Definitely make sure that you are like, putting yourself out there on like some social medias, market yourself to, on your Facebook page, things like that. And that's one great way to get followers. But yeah, it's definitely like a journey. Don't compare yourself to other people, especially like not in the same niche as you. Definitely it's a journey. Any further changes that you would like to make to your content? I don't really know what changes I would personally make. If there's things you guys would like to see, leave that down below. That's what I would like to change, is like I would like for you guys to let me know, like, I like these videos, I don't like these videos, things like that. Like I only care about new releases, or I only care about older makeup, or whatever the case may be. Definitely let me know so I can definitely make those kinds of changes. Dream collab or company. So dream collab, Give Me Glow. That is my dream company. I love Give Me Glow. Give me glow, give me glow, give me glow. Anything and everything Give Me Glow. Like literally anytime they release something, I purchase it. Like I've already purchased. They came out with the new matte blushes. I bought all of those. Anytime they come out with something, I just buy it. It's so good. Give Me Glow is my brand. Other creator you admire / want to work with. I already admire my best friend Joanne. I think we already know that. But if we're talking like outside of this, like I would love to meet Teresa's Dead. Maybe like do a collab with her. I love her to pieces. Literally, she is my vibe. Love her. I would love to do one with maybe like Allie Dawson. I really like her too. She's just like super nice. And then if I was thinking like a bigger creator, maybe like Raw Beauty Christy. I really like her and her openness. I feel like we kind of are on the same page in terms of like parenting, things like that. So those would be like the top 3 creators that I would want to work with. Content you hate. I don't really necessarily know that like I hate content. There's just things that like, really, really do interest me. And there's things that like don't, but I don't necessarily like hate content. I really just like commend anybody that's getting out there and like making videos and, just definitely like trying. I would say maybe like drama channels are probably things that I don't like, just because I guess it's always interesting because it's the drama, it's the tea. But for me personally, like I don't really want to like sit there and say negative things about people and try to bring other people down. So that might be the only thing that I like really hate. But for the most part, like I commend anybody out there trying to like find something that they enjoy and to make YouTube about it. So last one. Have you ever had to deal with cancel culture? And if so, how did you handle it? I have not had to deal with cancel culture yet. I really hope I don't. I really, really try to be like all inclusive. I try to, not word things where it's, I feel like I'm like leaving anybody out. I really try to stay like educated and like, topics and things like that. So I really hope I never become a part of cancel culture. I'm not really for sure how I would handle it, but for the most part, I try to stay like very positive, upbeat, out of the drama, out of like any negativity, and really try to be all inclusive. All right, so those were all 17 questions. Let me know what you guys think to any of these answers. How would you answer some of them? Let me know if there's anything that you are wanting to see on my channel that maybe I haven't put on my channel. Let me know if you're enjoying my videos, just like things like that. That would definitely help me out. Don't forget, if you like this video, give this video a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, and I will see you all in my next one.